and welcome to Sit Down with Stumpf, a podcast that touches all parts of agriculture. During this podcast, we will cover topics ranging from students in college to professionals in their agricultural-related fields, and all things related to agriculture. I'm your host, Emily Stumpf, a sophomore at the University of Wisconsin-Madison studying life sciences communication with a certificate in digital studies. My passion for the agricultural industry started on my mom's family dairy farm in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Growing up in Appleton and being first generation removed from the farm has made me want to bridge the gap between consumers and producers. Today we're going to be sitting down with two juniors at the University of Wisconsin-Madison to hear about their time at UW and what drives them to continue to be involved in agriculture. Tamara Im is a junior studying dairy science with certificates in agricultural business management for the life sciences and science communication. She grew up on her family dairy farm in Barneville, Wisconsin. And Emma Voss is a junior studying agricultural business management. She grew up on her family dairy farm in Maribel, Wisconsin. Both of these women are involved in different agricultural clubs here on campus that we will hear about soon. All right, before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to thank you both for taking the time to sit down with me and learn more about your time here at UW. If you both would like to take a moment to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Emma Voss. I am currently a junior studying Ag and Applied Economics with a certificate in Agricultural Business Management. As Emily stated, I did grow up on my family's dairy farm in Maribel, Wisconsin, where we graze 120 milking cows and raise all of our own young stock. We even have a beef business going on the side. So what really drew me to Madison was all the agricultural opportunity as well as the big city experience, and I've met some of my best friends here and I'm excited to talk with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm a junior studying dairy science with certificates in Ag Biz and Science Communication. I also grew up on a dairy farm. I grew up in southwest Wisconsin. We milked around 500 registered Holsteins. Unfortunately, in 2017, we sold our farm, but I still stay involved in the dairy industry, having a herd of show heifers with my siblings. What drew me to Madison was their dairy science program, and it has been a great experience so far. I've also really enjoyed my community that I've built here, and it's been a great time so far.
Well, thank you both for that. So, as we all know, you both are very involved in Collegiate Farm Bureau, Badger Dairy Club, and the Association of Women in Agriculture at UW-Madison. What has it been like being involved in all of these clubs?
It's a great question, Emily. I would say one of the biggest outlooks is the diversity of agriculture that I've learned about. Coming from a dairy background, that's really what I knew and didn't know much outside of that, so it was really interesting to be able to get involved in Collegiate Farm Bureau and the Association of Women in Agriculture to learn more about what Wisconsin has to offer, as well as what our country and globally our effect on agriculture. And then obviously Badger Dairy Club, I knew I was going to join when I got here, capitalizing on all the opportunities, all the alumni base, everything that Badger Dairy Club has to offer. I definitely say being involved in all three leads to a very busy schedule, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Met some of my best friends through all the organizations.
I totally agree with all that Emma said. They are all like three ag clubs, but they each have their own little thing. Like obviously Badger Dairy Club is dairy, and then Association of Women in Agriculture, we really focus on like being professional and success in our career after graduation. And then CFB is just like a wide variety of things, so they each have their own little thing that make them unique and really fun. And then it's also really cool because you don't really have somebody just in one club. Like there's a big group of us in all three of them, and so we all get to hang out at all these different events, and each has their own little perks and cool events. Like AWA has Rally to Fight Hunger, and BDC has the sale, and Collegiate Farm Bureau has Rally to Fight Hunger. So, CFB has Egg Day on campus, so they each have their own little things that we can be involved in and learn more about agriculture as a whole.
Well, I can definitely get behind you on that one, Emma. I knew coming to Madison I was going to get involved in Badger Dairy Club from World Dairy Expo, being the little kid up in on the sidelines watching the show go on and wondering who those little people are in the white pants cleaning up after the animals was definitely something that I always wanted to get involved in, but then getting here, you realize what you actually do. You do a lot more than just ringside cleanup. And I know, Emma, you are very involved in Badger Dairy Club when it does come to World Dairy Expo. Do you want to take a moment to just kind of tell us a little bit about your role at World Dairy Expo with BDC?
I would love to share my experiences with World Dairy Expo. Growing up, my family always attended every year. We turned 8 years old and we got to come every year and with our parents, so that was a really unique experience. And like you said, it was really cool to see all the people and students especially working at World Dairy Expo and making those connections while doing that so early in the school year. For me, it was kind of a no-brainer to become a show ring chair. I saw when the club asked and put out the applications, I almost immediately filled it out. I had a lot of outside influence. It was kind of a legacy, as some might say. My older sister also was a show ring chair, so therefore it didn't take much convincing for me to carry on the legacy, as one would say. We have a lot of responsibilities when it comes to World Dairy Expo. We're there the week before, we're there the week during, and then the weekend after we're cleaning up for 10, 12 hours a day. I would say our main responsibilities are just making sure the show and the show ring are all in order and organized, and then helping out wherever we can. I would say making sure the animals are all clean and prepared, and then while they're in the ring, and also setting out awards, helping the ringsmen get cattle in order, and then of course the colored shavings, keeping those intact. I would definitely say I've met a lot of people through doing it, and have had several people reach out saying that they would even write letters of recommendation for me, or I could use them as a reference, and then anytime I see them after that, it's just like we've known each other for a lifetime, because we can all gather around the fact that we love cows. We put our heart and soul into World Dairy Expo, and we can really expand on that and make lifelong connections.
Well, I know as somebody who doesn't always get to work in the show ring during the week of Expo, we really do appreciate everything that you do. A lot of things that do happen at Expo by the BDC kids is very unseen at times, but I can say for a lot of us, it is very well appreciated, and thank you for all of your hard work, especially in the show ring, making sure that those world-renowned animals are always looking top tier no matter what happens. We all know what can happen, and you guys make sure that nothing goes unseen in there. And kind of to come back to AWA, Tamara, you just are about to complete your term as membership. What has that been like for you, and do you want to highlight some of your favorite things from this last year as membership coordinator?
I would say membership coordinator was a very unique experience. You get to meet a lot of people, and it's a really fun time. My first semester, I had 20 potentials, which is a lot of people to handle. But we made it through, and I'm so excited for the future. It was also just really cool meeting all the girls and seeing their background here at Madison. People come from everywhere and have different backgrounds, and we had several girls from out of state, as well as we had a very wide variety of majors join AWA this year. We had a lot of engineering majors and ag biz and criminal justice and things like that. So we had a bunch of different majors join, and it was really cool to see why they wanted to join AWA. Some of them, they grew up on the farm and they wanted to continue being involved, even though that's not what their career will look like afterwards. So it was a really fun experience.
I know I can speak for a lot of the membership in AWA. We really did appreciate a lot of the work you did. I think you brought in one of the biggest classes to come into AWA, at least in the last few years. 20 members in the fall and two in the spring. I mean, our spring numbers are a little low sometimes, but still, that's pretty good. And we all greatly appreciate all the hard work that you put in and those big little bonding events and all the little things that you did to make sure that those girls had a unique experience coming in and it doesn't look like the same old cookie cutter each year for each member. I know that it didn't look like what it looks like for me, but I don't think I would, if I was coming in, I don't think I would want it to look like how it looked for every other girl. So thank you for all of your hard work with membership this year. And I guess kind of looking forward and into girls or other agricultural individuals, for those listening who may be coming to Madison or are thinking about it, why should they be getting involved in CFB, BDC, AWA, or even Alpha Gamma Rho, AGR? I mean, our brother organization. What's so special about these organizations that they should get involved in if they're involved in agriculture or have a small interest in it?
If you have a chance to get involved, totally do it. There's so many opportunities that are given to you through these clubs, like working at World Dairy Expo, and even like our alumni like to give us like scholarships and internships, and they let us know, like they do their best to help us. Like in every organization, there's somebody willing to offer a hand, and also just the community you build and the connections you make. You'll have all these friends after graduating college, and then as well as like the alumni and the UW-Madison staff that we get to work with these clubs. If you know you want to get involved, look up the clubs, and on their website or their Facebook, they'll tell you who to reach out to join. And another great way is to come to the org fair. We're all there. CFB, BDC, AWA, Saddle and Sirloin, all these different clubs. Just go and talk, and if you come to one meeting and decide it's not for you, then you're not stuck with it. So yeah.
I think Tamara hit the nail on the head there with just getting involved. For me, I didn't have the opportunity to be involved in a lot of agricultural related clubs in high school. So for me, like coming here, just the amount of opportunities that joining the clubs, let alone joining the clubs open for me, was astronomical. I mean, between meeting your best friends, scholarships, opportunities, networking, all of that, like I can't stress enough the community you build and like what advantages you can get out of that. Like Tamara said, there's a club for everyone. You don't have to be in every club, but definitely getting involved and being passionate about something and putting that passion forth to educate others. I mean, that's a benefit of being at Madison, is you're surrounded by so many people who don't even know where their food comes from, and it's a great opportunity to educate, and you get to do it with your best friends, which makes it that much better. I would definitely say, yeah, just get involved. Run for officer positions. There's always committees to join if you don't want to take on that role right away. Just put yourself out there, and you will be able to reap benefits from every corner and every aspect of campus and organization to join.
Definitely, that is a saying we all hear, get involved. That's the biggest thing that I always heard when I first got here last year, was get involved in everything. Not everything, but most things that you can, because once you get into too many clubs, sometimes you hit your burnout, and you all feel that at some point. And even just getting involved, because I was the same way too, Emma. In high school, I didn't have the agricultural programs such as FFA to get involved in high school. But in coming here, being able to get involved in these agricultural programs or organizations has really helped me grow as a person in the agricultural industry, and just really find my people and find out who I want to be. And as has been a common theme, our lifelong friendships. For those of you listening, you can't hear her, but Marianne is yelling away. So living with 23 girls, you learn a lot about each other, and you can hear each other a lot. But I guess moving on to a question that we all get a lot as students. But after graduation, what are you planning to do with your degrees? This can be very generic, unless you have something very specific that you have planned ahead. I mean, Whatever you can come up with, because I know this is a question we get a lot as students.
That is a great question, Emily, and a very difficult one. Currently a junior, and I still don't know exactly where I want to go with my degree after college. But for sure, definitely somewhere within the dairy industry. Still haven't narrowed that down to which specific part of the dairy industry, but my experiences within these clubs and school overall have helped me kind of narrow some things down, but not quite there. But also just like another, as a reminder, like it's okay if you don't know exactly where you're going. You could be dead set on doing something and something go wrong. So like I'm honestly better off in this position that I don't really know where I want to go. Emma?
I'm in the same boat as Tamara and agree that is the most loaded question that one can ask. And like Tamara said, I'm also a junior, so therefore not knowing what the next step is kind of daunting. But that kind of ties back to getting involved, because you never know what opportunity is going to come your way, and by getting involved, someone might offer you a very unique position, and it would be basically a job tailored to you, and you don't even know that until you start talking with people and getting involved, finding your passion. Like I said, like I'm in the same boat. I didn't even know where I wanted to go to college, and therefore I came here, and endless opportunities have arisen. I would say tentatively a plan after college is to go for grad school, to get my master's in agricultural business management. I really like the idea of helping farmers, and especially on the managerial aspect of farms. I would prefer to stay in dairy, but who knows? I'm always willing to learn, so therefore I'm not ruling out anything, because you never know what will come about. So I would say extension is an option, but it's definitely okay it's definitely okay that you don't know what you want to do, and it's as long as you're trying your best and putting your best foot forward in everything you do, there's always going to be something and a job in the egg industry. We need advocates, we need teachers, we need industry workers, we need farmers, we need agriculture. Always is looking, because the world will always need to be fed. So therefore, endless opportunities. Madison is a great doorway to find your passion and capitalize on that. So yeah.
Well, thank you both for taking the time to sit down with me tonight and giving me a little more insight into what your college experience has been like here at UW. Everybody knows that nobody's college experience is the same for two people. So thank you again for giving me some of that insight, and hopefully we see some new students come into the org next year. I don't know if anybody will be able to meet or beat Tamara's 20 potentials for fall semester, but we'll definitely see what happens next year. So thank you again. Well, that's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in to Sit Down with Stumpf from wherever you are. I look forward to talking to you all next time. Thank you.